For the good of Lagos and Lagosians, Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu attended to some critical state matters in recent times. Let's now share them with you from the office of Mr. Governor. The Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, joined Muslim faithfuls, Islamic scholars, traditional rulers, key members of the State Executive Council, and captains of industries to celebrate the 2023 Eid al-Fitr celebration after the Ramadan fast. The governor, who thanked the Almighty Allah for answered and fulfilled prayers for victory at the polls, prayed for God's guidance for all faithfuls and the president-elect to strengthen and guide him to deliver on his promises. Mr. Governor also looked forward to another fruitful and successful Eid al-Fitr celebration next year.
I think it's a thing of joy and pride that God Almighty has also given this government another opportunity to thank Almighty Allah after a very, very eventful and very serious Ramadan season. We're out and we're here to celebrate for taking everyone through that period and from coming out better, stronger, and mightier. We want to thank Almighty Allah for giving the states and all of the Muslim faithful worshippers the fortitude, the strength to be able to go through this very, very important assignment of our religious upbringing. I want to also thank all of our spiritual leaders who were working with us throughout the Ramadan season, for staying faith and for keeping faith with us, for ensuring that we did not fall short of any of our expected prayers, and everything went as expected. Importantly so, this Ramadan came immediately after our elections, both our presidential and governorship and House of Assembly election. And we thank God for sparing our lives, for making the election a peaceful one, and giving us our expected outcomes at the end of it. We need to chart a new course. We need to chart a new beginning for our country. And it is at this critical time that we're having a change in government, from one government to another, that new course, that new chart is most important. And it's our belief that with our Mr. President-elect, we have a faith, we have a belief that he is a man that has the capacity to do it, and God Almighty will give him the strength, will give him the intellect to be able to take this country to a next level. There are so many challenges that are happening in different parts of the world, but we have our own challenge here. But God will make everything go peaceful for each and every one of us, and it will be a good blessing. I want to also thank all of our faithfuls, all of our friends, the judiciary, the House of Assembly, and all of our captains of industry that have also joined us at this year's celebration. That we do not take it for granted, but that as you have joined us this year, you will also have the ability to join us next year. And God will preserve your lives. God will save all of us, and we'll be able to have another Eid al-Fitr celebration come this time next year.
The congratulatory visit by the executive members of Lagos Legislative Forum to the governor of Lagos State was indeed an eye-opener for Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Mr. Governor, who expressed his happiness at the visit, described the body not only as a formidable political group, but a strategic body with strong historical relevance. He, however, promised to utilize effectively the human capacity potentials of the group in future political engagements.
It's a body about history. It's a body about the democracy that all of us, in one form or the other, are fighting for, are praying for, and they say that a people without history are a forgotten people. Coming in here, seeing some of the faces that I know very, very well, I felt truly, truly elated and very happy. You are the ones that were in election with a governor at one point in time or the other. And I'm not going to just let it be like this. I'm going to ensure that I speak with the current leadership of the Lagos State House of Assembly. So if you have the opportunity to institutionalize and to create something that is enduring, it is what you've come to fall back to meet. You know, each one of you, from Alhaji Lateef Jakonde of blessed memory to Otedola of blessed memory to our, we can't just call that name now, to our president-elect, you know, and to our evergreen Babajide Fashola, to our enviable predecessor, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, and to my humble self, I think it's a body that as a governor we need to continue to be proud of. Because at one point in time, you have helped to fashion the success of those governors. But I'm happy that even without knowing that some of this formidable body was available, that I was able to pick 2, 3 of you. What has happened today now is that I have a bigger basket to pick from.
The Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, recently received the management of a newly licensed commercial bank by the Central Bank of Nigeria, Optimus Bank, on a courtesy visit led by its Managing Director CEO, Dr. Demola Odeyemi, at the Governor's Marina office in Lagos. Dr. Odeyemi hinged the purpose of the visit to Mr. Governor on building a sustainable partnership with the Lagos State government.
Congratulate you on your re-election. It was a battle that was well fought, and we're happy about the results. We just want to introduce ourselves to you. We are a new bank. This is myself and my team from Optimus Bank. We got licensed just last year, October. We commenced the process 2 years ago, 2021, and we're quite fortunate to be licensed by the Central Bank. We have a national banking license, which was issued to us October last year. We commenced operations early this year, January 16 to be precise, and it's been a very good success since we started. This is also our 3rd month of operations. We are very experienced bankers. I've known the governor for many years, although he doesn't know me, but I've known him very, very well for many years. And when I look at the governor's team, Sammy and I started our career together at Athanasian years ago. Yomi has been, so I've known quite a lot of people around there who've been together, and we've been in Lagos State, supporting Lagos State in all areas where we can. At Optimus Bank, our objective is to give back to society and support the society as much as we can. Though we are new, we're just starting, but the ambition is quite big. We believe that there are opportunities for us to support the ambitions and the activities of Lagos State government into the future. And that's why we are here today to say, sir, we are here at your beck and call. We appreciate what you've done so far. We know that there's still a lot to be done into the future. And we believe that we have what it takes, given the experience and the competence on our own side, to support the government. So in summary, greet you, congratulate you, and introduce ourselves to you to let you know that we are available to support the regime, and all we can do, just let us know. Give me a call. Give any of my guys a call. We'll be ready to do our best to make sure that we support you in achieving your objectives. Thank you so much, Mr. Governor.
On his part, the governor, who congratulated the bank for emerging as a new strategic player in the Nigerian banking sector, promised to partner and support the bank for development purpose in the city of Lagos.
First is to congratulate you, congratulate your board, to congratulate your new management and the staff of Optimus Bank. We can only but wish you, your management and your board, all the very, very best. See a partner in Lagos State, we will be willing to support in our own way. We usually on the other side of the balance sheet, never having, liquidity that is waiting, but always being good assets curators. So, and then for as long as, you see the benefit that we can bring in, we'll be willing to do it. But if you also have a strong customer base of collections, the accountant general can look at you, and say that, okay, let them grow for a few days before, they move funds. But it's okay, right? We'll be watching you, and we'll be hoping that you can, in the shortest possible of time, stamp out your own your name in that sector. It's not fully crowded. You know it that once upon a time we had over 120 banks. So if you have only 40 something or 50 something here, for the size of the GDP of the country, well, it's still not out of place. So we want to thank you for coming. want to wish you all the very, 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 very best. And we'll say that, we will continue to just be open-minded and see what level of business, if you want to do with us, that we can help you take on board. And we're here to support you.
The management of Ecobank PLC, led by its managing director, Mr. Bolaji Lawal, paid a courtesy call to the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to congratulate him for his victory at the elections and to equally assure him of the bank's commitment to support and partner with the state government.
The first one, which is the most important, is to also come here to congratulate the governor and the entire team on the re-election. We believe that it just is a testament to your impact and the positive leadership style and all the successes of the administration so far. And we would like to commend you for all the work and also reassure you that we're here in our own little way to also support in all your initiatives going forward. So that's one. I'm new in Ecobank, but looking at the history and the discussions we've had, and we've benefited from the support of the government. So the second reason why we're here is to also say a big thank you to you. We obtained your support for the development of our head office. We're extremely grateful. It has helped the business in terms of projecting us in a positive way. And we also have so many accounts from the government. And we also appreciate that opportunity to serve and to also build a win-win relationship. The final reason why we're here is that we also recognize that going forward, there's a lot more to achieve, particularly given the impact and the size of Lagos State, the most vibrant state in Nigeria. We know that you have a lot of goals, aspirations for the growth and development of Lagos State. And even though we're a medium-sized bank today, we can benefit from the connectivity of the group. And we just want to signal that like where I schooled, it says once the call is sounded, let's be there. So we're here to say that we're on standby to do more if given the opportunity. And on an unrelated note, we would like to talk about an event which we were able to bring down to Lagos State. The Economics, which is a leading publication from the United Kingdom, is doing a launch for a book called The Year Ahead. And it's just to showcase Lagos and Nigeria. And they would like to seek your consent to be the keynote speaker to launch a publication called The Year Ahead, the 2023 version. It's by the Economics, and I think that it will be a very positive thing for the governor of Lagos State to launch this on behalf of Nigeria. So that's the second reason why we're here, to seek your support to launch this publication, which is also geared towards promoting Lagos and businesses operating in Lagos in a positive light going forward. But generally, we would like to say that we appreciate the support from Lagos State, and we hope that we can do more if given the opportunity.
Mr. Governor, on his part, assured the team of his government's desire and willingness to expand the window of investment transactions within the bank.
Lagos is home to almost all of the financial institutions, and we continue to accommodate as much as we can. And really, it's a function of how well you want to play. Our needs are there, our appetites are always growing, and we can always demonstrate what those appetites are meant for. We've continued to show capacity on our own part that we're a very reliable, responsible corporate organization, as we can use those words. And so we will always want to deepen our banking relationship at all times, and that's why the team is, accountant general and finance and all of them. So we know, that we can do a lot more. We'll be willing to want to do a lot more, but it's also based on your own appetite and how you dimension the risk, portfolios and where you can place Lagos. And so we can definitely deepen the banking relationship and continue to create, a mutually beneficial, environment and relationship for both the government and your organization.
As part of series of courtesy visit by management of top-flight banking institutions to the Lagos State Governor in recent times, the Managing Director and key management staff of UBA, led by Oliver Alaoba, was also at the Marina office of the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The Managing Director of the bank stated key reasons for the visit, which revolves around collaboration and sustained partnership with the Lagos State Government.
On behalf of the board and management of UBA, to congratulate you, sir, for the victory, your re-election as the second-time governor of Lagos State. Warm regards, warm greetings from the chairman of UBA, Mr. Tinubu. And I would say that all of us at UBA are very happy with your re-election. We believe that is well-deserved. Well-deserved because of the excellent work you did in the first term, particularly the enabling environment that you created for business. Yes, since you recall the COVID period and the proactive measures your government took to secure Lagos and create an environment for us to continue to do business. You also recall the insecurity situation in the country. Lagos by far the most secure state. So people were doing business even though there were serious insecurities in several parts of the country. So we have you to thank for. And I'm sure it was because of this and the numerous infrastructure projects that you did in the first term that the people of Lagos State insisted that you must come back for the second term. And gladly we did. So we believe that you have what it takes to continue the transformation of Lagos State. We looked at the infrastructure projects, and UBA is willing, more than ever available, to continue to support you in the infrastructure projects you are doing in Lagos State. Today, UBA has almost 125 branches in Lagos, and we have planned for additional 10, because we believe that Lagos is expanding, and we can also continue to expand our business in Lagos because of the enabling environment that you have created. Lagos is critical to us. Over 25% of our branches are here. Over 50% of our income revenue comes from Lagos. And it's out of Lagos that we took out and branched out to several parts of the world. Today, UBA is present in 24 countries, in 4 continents, and thankful for the solid foundation that we have in Lagos. That's why we were able to move to these other countries, and we are striving in those countries. So we are available to continue to support your government. I believe that the second term is an opportunity for us working with you to ensure that Lagos moves to the next level. And all the states in the country are indeed looking up to Lagos. So be assured that you have a partner in UBA that will continue to support you.
The governor, in his response, noted and appreciated the strategic, mutually benefiting relationship with the bank over the years, promising to sustain the partnership considering the huge investment appetite of the Lagos State government.
We want to thank you for identifying with us. We want to thank you for acknowledging all of our modest achievements, all of our interventions during the global pandemic, all of the security issues and economic challenges that we had at that time, and now we're all able to navigate through, and we all came out stronger, better, and we're doing, all of the things that we need to do to ensure that the state is positioned and well put where it can continue to receive businesses, it can continue to remain home to big corporations and organizations like yourself. Lagos contributes a significant part of your bottom line. We are not a key man risk, but it's something that we will take back and we'll analyze and we'll see what percentage of your CSR gets back to the community that lays the golden egg and that continues to create that. We are not asking for too much. We're just asking for a fair, very, very fair share. And that for us, it's important because you know that the challenges of governing, running in a massive city like this is real. It's not lost on all of us. And we need strategic partners like yourselves. We need well-rounded corporate organizations like yourselves who see, our effort and who want to complement in various roles. I dare say that UBA has always led in that. It was in the same seat during COVID that your predecessor gave us a fact sheet check, during COVID, that you supported us. And your chairman is a friend in the house, UBA, and everything around UBA continues to, be very, accommodating of ourselves. So it's a relationship that we cherish, we acknowledge, but we can also further deepen it.
And finally, from the governor's office, the recent building collapse at Banana Island in Lagos was indeed a source of worry for Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, when he visited the site alongside executives of key agencies. Speaking to newsmen after a thorough inspection of the site and the island, Mr. Governor acknowledged professional lapses and negligence on the part of property building firms and some regulatory agencies of the state, promising to intensify effort to avoid a reoccurrence.
We've given an order to stop work, not only at this site, but in all of the construction sites in Banana. And I think the exercise we're doing today is not just about this location. You've all seen the extent of what I would call unapproved extension into the water at the back of each of the land that is abutting a water. You can see that the original line for Banana Island is even not where we are. It's way in front there. And you can see that there's been several extensions that have been granted by both the Federal Ministry of Works, Housing, and NIWA. These are the two federal agencies that have been culpable for those extensions. They've done these extensions even without our knowledge. And we have responsibility for building approvals and the rest of it. And from what I've been told, all of the 4 buildings at the back, they never even applied for approvals. So the illegality is real. And so that's why we're going around other properties in Banana. The excuses have been given that they don't have access and the rest of it. It's not acceptable. This is a total recklessness of all of the developers, and we will make a strong point out of this place and all around Banana and other developments that we'll have. And the officers that we also found culpable will similarly be sanctioned, if any. But what we're doing right now, we've set up a small external committee, a 7-man committee, who we've given them 2 weeks to independently also ascertain what has gone on here. And so they should finish their work by maybe towards the end of next week or thereafter. And so this will also further strengthen our hand, to be able to come up with a robust, work plan that we can, enforce going forward. On all of these places, it's heartbroken each time we have to go through this, and it shows sometimes how irresponsible, both developers, some of our citizens that just want to make quick money, and of course our own officers who are also not alive to their responsibility. We've had to change staff here and there just so that we can bring forward a robust and very strong monitoring offices. But we believe that we're still far from, we're still short on it, I must say, and we'll continue to do what we need to do to ensure that we keep, the life of our citizens safe.
And that's the picture from the Governor's Office segment on the City of Lagos TV show. The show continues in a moment.